Hey, how's everybody doing today? So, on my job, there's this particular guy by the name of Rashad, however you say it, because I'm used to pronouncing his name as in Rashad. Anyway, this guy is one of the main troublemakers on the job. You know, one of those people that always, no matter when, no matter how you come to work, because you may be the type who doesn't bother anybody, may just strictly come to work to do your job. Now, he, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. And not only that, but this guy is what you would call, quote unquote, hood, quote unquote, ratchet as well. Because one reason I say that is because he has a tattoo on one side of his neck. This guy smokes weed. Well, I'm assuming because of how his lips are all polluted and dark. I do know for a fact that he smokes during his breaks, and I see him from time to time smoking a cigarette, blunt. Although a blunt is technically a cigarette, just a different form of a cigarette. Anyway, and not too long ago, he came picking on a guy by the name of Brian. Now, Brian, on the flip side of that, is a devout Christian, doesn't smoke, drink alcohol, none of that. And it just so happened they were working in the same work area because we work in a postal facility, which is, in other words, warehouse / distribution center / plant, one of those kind of places. Anyway, Brian happened to be doing his job, judging from what Brian explained to me, and the one named Rashad started picking on him, started calling him a retard, and relating him to this character by the name of Radio. For some of you who may not know about Radio, it's a movie when Cuba Gooding Jr., where he played as a mentally handicapped guy. So you may be able to find the movie on Tubi or some other streaming service for all you who like to stream movies. Anyway, Brian, when he explained to me what Rashad said to him, he was pretty upset about it. Brian, must I remind you, Brian and I have a pretty close relationship, even though we have been working together for barely a year, but we seem to still click like that. It's also a big age gap, because I'm 16 years his senior. However, we still are able to click like that because I may not be a devout Christian due to how I don't go to church, but I do when I get some downtime every once in a while, study my word, study my Bible. Anyway, Brian, to make a long story short, I reported him, if I'm not mistaken, Rashad, the guy named Rashad, only for the guy named Rashad to still keep his job. Well, let me rephrase that. What happened a little bit after Brian discussed to me what happened was I went to Rashad's wife, who happened to be a supervisor for the post office, and went into detail about what happened when his wife. So she told me to write it down word for word, what transpired, what was said between, or what comments exactly her husband Rashad made. But later on, though, she told me to not worry about it, saying that she would just get whoever was around to jot down a report or write down a report of what was said, what Rashad had said, only for this guy to still have his job until this day. This guy Rashad is a complete scumbag. However, there are quite a bit of people that I work with, or we work with, who are obsessed with this guy, who worship this guy. When his nature, his kind of spirit, his kind of ungodly spirit that he has, you would like to think more people will be drawn away from him. Instead, they're drawn more so to him. Although I personally don't care for this guy due to those kind of circumstances. So my point of making this video is that it seems sometimes the most evilest, low down and meanest people have the most friends, and people are drawn to the most, to the point where it seems like doing good is not profiting at all. Until next time, and last but not least, leave your comments in the comment section to let me know whether you feel the same way I feel about this particular topic, about how it seems like sometimes being a negative person or a toxic person could allow you to have the most friends, to allow more people to be drawn to you, because that sometimes no matter how you do good, that's when you have to go through more persecutions, have to be disliked more by people. And to let me know whether you agree on this particular topic or not, leave your comments. Feel free to leave your comments right down below in the comment section. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel. Also, like the video, share the video, so my channel could become more mainstream and draw much more of a bigger audience. Although it doesn't really matter to me, to a certain extent, what I get a much more bigger audience due to the fact of how there are videos on this channel, other videos that don't have views at all, literally no views at all, and some that may just have literally one view. Although I would appreciate my channel growing more, but I don't see that happening in the near future for some strange reason. Instead, I'm just focused more and more on getting the message out and speaking my perspective on different life topics, different life principles, relationships, dating, things of that nature. There are even times when I like to incorporate humorous elements into some of my videos as well. Until next time, be blessed and be safe out there.